every one of us are intuitive by nature. And it's a process that allows us to know something without having to read about it or have it be told about to us. So it's bridging that gap between conscious and unconscious knowing. So this is the piece that so many people are taught, that you, in order to know something, you must be told it, be consciously learning about it or read about it. Whereas if we allow ourselves to drop into this, I know the answers, or my job, if you like, is to relax into the awareness that I already have the answers, right? So when we ask a question, the universe or your higher self, your subconscious, source energy, guides, it doesn't matter how you think about it. But as soon as you ask the question, the answer is given. And so if you think about it, each one of us has a preferred way of how to learn. You know how some people learn by reading it, some people learn by having it told to them, some people learn by actually experiencing it and doing it. So this is the key piece about why to develop your intuition. So I like to think about intuition and doing the kind of exercises that I'm going to be sharing with you in this presentation is about allowing you to see inside of yourself more. So I like to think of this as intimacy with yourself. So intimacy being into me see, right? So it's like seeing yourself, seeing the connection with your higher self, with your own guidance. So now that we're moving on, I want to talk to you about the clairs. I call them the clairs, and I have a list of 9 different clairs. And the clear senses are, clair is clear. So you have like clairvoyance is clear seeing, clairaudience is clear hearing, clairsentience is clear feeling. With all 9, the truth is we actually have access to all 9. But usually we favor 2. Most people that I work with favor 2 of the clairs. But that doesn't mean to say that you can't decide, well, I'd really like to be able to have visions, and so work on that more. For me, I am a claircognizant. It means I just know stuff. It doesn't come from my head. And so if people ask me to explain certain things, there's a lot of times where I can't. That's a funny part between me and my husband, is if he actually asks me to explain something, I have to tell him to go and Google it because I don't know where it came from. So I am claircognizant, and I'm also clairaudient, which means I will just have thoughts or words will just pop in. And remember, I said they come neutrally. They have nothing to do with what environment I'm in or what situation I'm in. Clairaudience is the ability to clearly hear the voices. So it's the voices of source energy, angels, guides, higher self, psychic hearing, so clear hearing. And that's what I said to you. So sometimes it will feel like, to me, like just a word lands into my head and I'll just end up saying out something out loud and it's the right thing. Other times it's almost like a whispering kind of guidance that will give me a concept to share. So it can happen in different ways. Clairsentience. Now, a lot of people have clairsentience and they don't really know what to do with it. You know, I had a client came a couple months ago, and we found out that she was a very strong clairsentient. But it was really funny because she actually thought that she just kept getting indigestion, and then when she felt happy, she was having butterflies in her stomach. But it was actually her guidance system. So this is clairsentience, is when we get those pieces of guidance through our emotions, so we can feel happiness or feel a little bit of foreboding, or we get those physical sensations, like I said, the butterflies in your stomach, or the feeling indigestion. So you can get, and you can also get a little bit of a sense of tightening of your jaw. You can, fists tightening a little bit. So that's clairsentience, clear feeling. So clairtangency is clear touching. So have you ever seen people where they'll ask for a physical object from you, like a ring or a piece of jewelry? And it's really funny, just as a side note to this, I was teaching an in-person class of this. And so I actually had everybody partnered up and got them to hand each other pieces of jewelry. And so one of the participants, she'd put her hand up and she says, there's no way I can do this. So she was just not trusting that she could actually take something and give any kind of guidance. And so she handed me the ring and said, you do it, like, show me how this works. And so I took it, I grounded myself and centered, and then shared what the feeling was. And it was so funny because she looked at what I had to say and said, oh my God, that's exactly what I was going to say. So that's the power in it. And that is why it's so important to just go with what comes. That was such a beautiful example that she was able to do it. She just got into her head and wanted to get things right. So I want to share with you my 5-step formula. The reason I bring this into this conversation about developing your intuition is that each of these 5 steps will help you get out of your own way so that you can actually become more, like, evolve your gifts. But my intention with everything that we did is to help you have awareness. And that is the first step of my formula, is to create awareness around where are you, where have you been, what's your aspirations, where do you want to go, what do you want to do you want to develop an intuitive practice, do you want to read for other people, do you want to just read cards for yourself? Just having awareness. So once we become aware of everything that we are and are not, we oftentimes, it's the critic in us starts to say, well, that's not good enough, or you're not worthy, or you're not this, or you are that. So the next part is to accept everything that is. No labeling things right or wrong, good or bad, just accept everything. Because here's the thing, you cannot change, improve, or up-level anything until you accept what it is. It's not saying that you're saying anything is right or wrong. You're just saying, here is, this is my stable level ground to then take the next step, which is action. Now you can do something. And oftentimes, the first time through a formula like this, oftentimes the action step will just be something simple like write in your journal every day. Stop and do some breathing. Remember that breathing technique Moira showed you. Do the head into the heart. Those are all action to help you get closer or take positive direction toward what it is you want to be, create, what's possible for you. When we take actions, like let's say we start journaling and we become more kind, more loving, using more loving and kind words to and about ourselves, then we adapt. Now we become somebody different. We become more aligned with our core. And when we do align, then we get to aspire to the next best version of us. This letting go formula that I've developed, actually, there's a lot of different levels and layers to it, but I wanted to show you this because this is the card layout that I developed to go with this.